surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Here we go. Set. But Panthers 6. 19 tight. 19 tight. Trap 50. Trap 6. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Read the look. Warriors 70. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 79 Broncos. Ready.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a 2nd and 10.
18, right in. Check. Press all 80. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 19, Panthers 60. Panthers 60.
They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Norton. And he's taken down inside the 30.
That's good for Mexico City. First down.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On to the second quarter, Mexico City in possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On the jump. 60 by 18 Rattler. Mustang 19. Cup 19. Hey, smash.
I got it.
Panther 11. Go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Norton. And he's going to get forward for a couple before he is banged down hard at the end.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Cougar 19. 60 Bison. Buffalo 18. Dragon 60. 19 tight.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And now thrown incomplete.
But 2 good plays on this one, Brandon. The first one at the quarterback because the pressure affected his throw. And I think it forced him to throw away from his designated target. And how about the second bit of pressure downfield? Receiver going up for the pass, helping force that incompletion.
Trap 60. Street. 79 Broncos. 7 Pirates. 18. Pioneers. 70 Rangers.
Back to throw again. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Greg Newsom. And the Jaguars force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
What you call a rookie mistake. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Lawrence will throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Lawrence to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll try the left side with ETN. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Screenplay, here's ETN. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Gonna need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's caught inside the 25. And touchdown! Bayshore Turton, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Decent 24.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
42 yards. That's good for an Austin first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Hey, I'm going.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The result, only 4 yards there on the play.
4 yards.
And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
On red. 13 loop. Hey, Ginger. Jack. Silver.
Here's Lawrence. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
It certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Lawrence going to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Jaguars first down.
Hey.
1st and 10 at the 39.
Now Lawrence to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. He can only get a yard after all that, and it's 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Thomas brings it in. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 16.
That's another Austin first down. 1st and 10 at the 16.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And he's got it. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Jacoby Myers, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jags get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Let's go now.
And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. There he goes again. He may go. Touchdown! Bayshore Tutton on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Jaguars 10.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. They definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Hey, go.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now Lawrence. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
24. Hey, son.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. That is caught. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
11.
Again, it's Lawrence. Got a man, that's Hunter. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
With a dime look on defense, two extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Cut. 7 Pirates. Dragon 50. Check. 79 Broncos. 60 Bobcats. 50 Bobcats.
Second and 1. Now he's going to step up and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
70 Timberwolves. 19.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Panther 6.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
A 7-yard
Brandon,
gain.
they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. They'll look to throw now on first down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A big-time play there for the Texans. 41 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards. And boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Jaguars 13.
The Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. To the right side and intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
I'll tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Here we go.
He finds his man complete. That's Norton. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
18, come 19.
Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Jaguars 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Hey, lion, lion. Hey, tomato, tomato. Done. Here we go,
On second down, ETN once more. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way. In the game of football, you run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
On first and 10, it's ETN. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Lisa 20. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This back has been a dependable safety back all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Go, let's go.
Lawrence. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first.
A gain of 6 yards. It's fourth down.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what ended up.
And all the way in for the touchdown. A great effort there. 59 yards. And the Texans get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday night prime time. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Off the option, here's ETN. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
That's in the hands of Hunter on the jet sweep. On this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Austin first down.
Going quickly here to Thomas. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
They're going to play action with Lawrence. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
11.
But to throw again is Lawrence. He gets it to Thomas. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, here's ETN. And he is not going anywhere. He will not even get back to the line of scrimmage as the clock will stop at the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives. And I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get on the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Trap 60, trap 60.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man complete. It's Norton. And way out past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
6 yards. And the Mexico City first down.
19, 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler.
They'll set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. The Texans send the punter out. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Hey, lion.
CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
That's good for a Jaguars first down.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And he is caught by a diving Thomas. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
That's another Austin first down.
Here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there on 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And that is caught. They're going to see this one in the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Now they can't bring him down. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end.
But now this game is over.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly. They show up and they show out.
So for the Texans, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll have a few extra days here now before they face the Lions next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.